Welcome to today's video, everybody. I'm going to be interviewing Lorcan Redmond today. He's an under 23 Australian triathlete. Lorcan won 5 straight School Sport Australia triathlon titles. In 2018, he was the Oceania Junior Champion, and later that year came 5th at the Junior World Championships. In 2019, he bettered that result, coming 2nd at the Junior World Championships shortly after a pretty bad crash. And for all the runners, Lorcan ran an 8:22 3K when he was 16, so no doubt he's a phenomenal athlete, and today's interview is going to be pretty cool. This is the first interview of about 8 that I'm going to do over the next month. I'm going to be posting them on Wednesday and Friday evenings for you guys to watch, and they're going to be about 15 minutes in length, and no doubt that 30 minutes total per week is probably some of the most valuable time you can spend in your week becoming a better athlete right now. These athletes have a lot to give. I know I'm going to learn a lot, and I'm sure everybody else can too. Feel free to send Lorcan a message if you have any questions afterwards. His Instagram is @LorcanRedmond. So yeah, enjoy.
I'll zip.
Yeah. All right, g'day Lorcan. Thank you for joining me today for a bit of a chat about your training, your life, your past, and hopefully your present as well.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
So why don't you start off with a bit about yourself, like your age, your current location, and probably where you're supposed to be, and your coach as well.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I'm Lorcan Redmond, I guess. I'm 19 years old, 20 this year. I'm currently here in Newcastle, which is where I was born. But I made the move up to the Gold Coast about 6 months in Queensland. And I've been training there for a while, but obviously had to come home to, be with family during this pandemic. So I train up there under Dan Atkins and the whole Gold Coast Performance crew, the GCPC.
GCPC.
Yeah, that's it. Hashtag GCPC in the sun. So look, I've been here for about 3-4 weeks back in Newcastle. So it's good to be home. I just can't really see anyone and hang out with my mates because got to stay inside. So
at least you get to see your parents.
Yeah, hang out with Tanny and Mike.
Yeah.
No,
that's good. That's good. Thanks, Lorc. And so how did you get into the sport, and sort of why triathlon?
Well, look, I was a football player, like soccer, from the age of 6, and I did a bit of cricket as well. And one day I was playing a game of cricket, absolutely hated it. But my mum was like, yeah, you have to see out the whole season. You made a commitment. You have to, finish with your team, finish strong. And I was fielding. I'd be on, say, this side of the pitch. The ball would be hit that way. And I'd run from this side all the way around the other side and try and beat my own teammates to the ball. Yeah. So my cricket coach was like, listen, we don't really want you playing the rest of the season. You're a bit of a numpty. You keep messing up the game. Maybe you should try running or something. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'll try that. And I got into the whole cross country and track scene and did that for a few years. And then the London Olympics were on, and I was watching that. And Alistair Brownlee won that, and I'm like, oh okay, I want to try that. That looks awesome. He's really cool. So since 2012, 2013, I've been doing triathlon. So it was a weird but natural progression onto the swim, bike, run thing.
Wow, that's a cool story. I actually didn't know that. Who would have guessed?
That's it, yeah. And then today, you can't stand cricket. Absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
And you'd probably know that. You boys all talk about it here and there, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind watching a bit of cricket, but I think I much prefer putting on a triathlon and watching that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, thanks for that.
No worries.
So in terms of your training, now it's obviously differing a bit right now, being at home, and a lot of it being indoors. But do you want to fill us in a bit with how or what your normal training would look like, like in an ideal world, versus probably right now as well?
Okay. Well, I guess back in January, say, when it was, no problem, nothing going wrong in the world. It was 5-6 swims a week. They'd range from threshold sessions to easy aerobic sessions to open water swims in the ocean, because obviously the ocean on the Gold Coast is perfect for swimming, and or like perfect temperature year round. On the bike, it was about 350 to 400 Ks a week. I guess that's between 10 and 14 hours a week. And the run, well, we were building, but obviously that's not really priority anymore. So it's probably 60, 70 Ks a week. A lot of it easy, but with 2 or 3 quality sessions a week, like with intensity, like a track session or a threshold run, or and then we prioritize strength and conditioning up there. So 2 gym sessions a week, but with half an hour of conditioning every day before swimming. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but be about 25 hours a week. But and then on top of that, you've got your physio appointments, your massage. And for myself, I'm doing a bit of part-time study, doing a business degree at Griffith Uni.
Yeah.
So I'm not really like, much of a classroom bloke. So it's actually, it's a break from training, if you know what I mean. So I do enjoy it now. But
definitely good to crack on with a uni degree as well.
Yeah. And like you've always been good at that, balancing, your smarts and your sport. So that's something I'm still trying to learn how to do. So, it's one of them things. But but now that I'm back home in Newcastle with Corona, it's we're kind of just structuring our own training at the moment. So I'm just riding 3 hours 3 times a week on the wind trainer inside, and doing about 70 Ks of running just to keep it consistent through the week. And I mean, swimming when I can, a K or 2 here or there.
Yeah.
So but yeah, because the beaches are still open here, it's all cool. So that's what I'm doing, jumping in the surf. So
yeah, getting it done, just tapping along.
Yeah, catch a few waves.
But for your normal training as well, like, that's a pretty high load you've got going on there. And for the people that don't know, so you're predominantly are racing sprint distance, which is the 750 swim, 20K bike, and the 5K run. When you do progress to that Olympic distance within time, will those numbers change a whole lot, or do you think it's more so the intensity will change up? Or
well, I don't think they'll change too much. Like, but the specific sessions and stuff will alter a bit. Obviously, because you have to run half an hour off a bike that's full gas for an hour. Like, it's all about how strong you are in that last half an hour of a 2-hour race. Like, the people that win are the strongest. It's not the ones that I guess are fastest through the first half hour. It's the people who through the back end show their strength. So that's what our sessions will indicate. Like, okay, can you build through a 12K run and finish strong at the end? So that's what Dan Atkins, like my coach, he's drilling into me. It's like, slow down so you can finish harder and finish faster. And finish stronger. So
that's good.
I'm not quite sure, because if I knew how to prepare for these races, I'd probably be self-coaching, but I have no idea. So that's why I've got Dan to,
Dan's a
coach
great
me there. So
he definitely, and also for the GCPC, why don't you let sort of the people watching know some of the other members in the squad, because it is, essentially right now probably it would be Australia's best squad.
It's the high performance crew of Australia at the moment. So you've got Matthew Hauser, Com Games gold medalist in the mixed team relay, junior world champion. He's the top 10 WTS finisher. So he's a very strong athlete. You've got Kai Wild, World Cup level racer, Brandon Copeland, who podiumed in Mooloolaba World Cup. You've got Jazz Hedgeland, top 10 WTS finisher, Kira Hedgeland, who, smashes Conti in levels and podiumed in Canada last year, and, racing at World Cup level as well. Charlotte Derbyshire, who's I think she's 4 or 5-time Oceania junior and youth triathlon champion. There's plenty there, plenty of good names. You've got Jack Van Steck, who brings the heart and the strength to the sessions. So there's a lot of really good athletes in the group, and they're like my, I guess, older brothers and sisters, like showing me the ropes as I've just joined the crew, and it's really good. It's a good environment to be around.
That's pretty.
And then you've also, Yeah. I mean, you've also got like Katie Kelly, who's world champ, Lauren Parker, world champs. So many cool people.
Yeah, heaps of That's mate. Couldn't be in a better squad right now in Australia.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I love it. It's a good group of people.
Well, we're sort of on training and training squads and all of that. But what's your plan for the next year and a half, and then maybe the next 5 to 10 almost?
Yeah, I mean, well, the next 6 months really unknown, obviously. So I doubt there's going to be any racing for the rest of this year. If anything, it'll be some local running races or something if you can get them happening. But obviously the Olympics have been postponed, so that leaves everyone up in the air. Who's going? What's happening? So I suppose people around my age, all of us who are like, oh, maybe this is an opportunity to step up and show what we've got early next year. So that's what I'll be trying to do, just to see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. May as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to lose. And under 23 world champs at the end of next year, because I doubt it's happening this year. That's the next, I guess, 18 months, and then onto the longer term. 2024 is the Paris Olympics, so that's 4 or 5 years away. That's plenty of time for people's careers to, I guess, grow, and I guess not so much grow. So we'll see what happens. It's like, I mean, I take it each day is a new day. So I mean, obviously every triathlete and everyone in this kind of sport wants to go to the Olympic Games and Com Games. So that's the pinnacle of the sport. So that's what I guess I'm looking towards, and going to try and stake my claim and try and do. So it's as simple as that, really.
It'd be pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see you up there 4 or 5 years time. Killing it
we'll
on
see what happens.
All right, thanks for that, Lorcan. And before we end up, do you have any advice for sort of the younger athletes coming through? Obviously, because you've been in the sport for a while now, or any words of advice for those athletes around your age, a bit younger, or even some of the older athletes?
Yeah, I reckon the thing I notice a lot with triathletes is they're really, a lot of us, I guess, can be afraid to ask questions and talk to people that know about the sport and about the philosophies and the training. So it's ask questions, no matter how stupid they seem or how dumb people might look at you. If you're asking questions, then you're going to learn so much so fast. And that's what I try to do every session. I try to have 2 or 3 questions I can ask, things that I don't know, maybe things that I do know, but I'm not quite sure about. Yeah. Because if you're standing on a start line and you're the most knowledgeable person in the field, that increases your chances by winning 90%. So if you know more than anyone else about the sport here, then your body's just got to follow. Like, really, that's as simple as that. So ask questions, I guess. That's the big piece of advice. Yeah,
that's actually some really good advice. Just, I guess, always trying to learn, become a better athlete.
Yeah, that's it. Spot on. You always try and learn. Yeah, everyone has to.
Actually, and just one more thing. Do you have any hidden talents before we close up?
Yeah, there's 2. There's one's my eyelid flip. And the other one I can scull coffee in under 3 seconds.
A jug of coffee in under 3 seconds.
That's it.
Yeah. Not a bad skill to have.
Yeah. Or orange juice,
Yeah, anything really.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, Lorcan, thanks for coming on today. It's the first interview that I've done that I'm going to post on my channel. Hopefully everybody enjoyed listening to you today. I know that I did. Very knowledgeable person at such a young age, and I guess I wish you all the best for your future.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity, and I love the channel. So I guess, subscribe.
Thank you for watching that. Lorcan is a great mate of mine, and I really appreciate him coming onto the channel today. Our next video will be posted on Friday evening, and that will be with Amber Schlebusch, the Youth Olympic Triathlon female champion. So that should be great as well, no doubt. Thank you.